Hey guys, in today's episode, we will answer a very controversial question. Is that why you can understand English, but you struggle to speak in English? Well, does this happen to anyone? I mean, it's very common, especially for English learners nowadays. For example, when you watch my video, you can fully understand everything I'm saying. Or when you do English grammar, you know the hardest grammar in the book. And you're very good at doing grammar exercises. But somehow, you cannot speak those words out loud, right? This is a very true and real problem for English learners nowadays. And in today's video, I will go through why does this happen and some solutions to help you speak English better and use them more effectively. For example, take this problem is that one of my friends, they are very good at doing grammar exercises. They know literally every single types of grammar. But when they speak, they have false grammar all over. And they cannot speak the correct grammar, even though it's obvious that they learn grammar really well, right? So you have to know the differences because there are some differences between knowing the grammar and speaking them out loud. Because you may know the present simple, the past tense, but every time you speak, for example, yesterday, I went to the park, you did not remember to say I went, you say I go. So why did this happen? And how can we improve this? Well, don't worry, I'm actually here to help you because, like I always say, everyone starts somewhere. So if you scroll back to my old YouTube channels, because I started my YouTube channel 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. And if you looked at my old self when I was around 4th grade, 5th grade, it's very funny because I have a lot of grammar mistakes when I speak, but I'm not scared to make mistakes. Because when I make mistakes, I can always, improve them. Right? So number one, the key thing here is that you have to not be scared when you make mistakes. Because every time you speak, you say, I make these mistakes again. And you're frustrated, you're impatient. Number one, never be afraid to make mistakes. Because when you make mistakes, there are always some person there, some people there to help you. So never be afraid to make mistakes. So if you want to see that for yourself, go back to my very old videos and you'll see that for yourself. Right now, let's jump right into it. So, situation number one. Why does this happen? Why can you understand English, but you cannot speak them out loud? Is that you are just thinking about your day in your own language. This means your brain is mainly functioning in one language, even in you're learning English. Because I see the problem. Nowadays, we learn English, but we mainly speak them in Vietnamese. For example, you learn English at school. I'm not talking about international school, but normal public school. Do your teachers and the student speak English for the entire lesson? Or 50% of the lesson? I'm sure that mainly the teachers will just, say in Vietnamese. For example, you learn a new word and the teacher will just say the meaning in the word. And if you're learning a new types of grammar, the teacher will just, say it in Vietnamese, right? Because a lot of people, they know the present simple in Vietnamese, but they don't know what is it in English. So yes, your brain is only functioning in one language, even if you're learning English. So for example, when you're doing grammar exercises, your brain automatically translates it into Vietnamese, and you cannot just think in English. Yeah, so that's the problem. So, I have a solution, is that at the end of the day, even if you are alone, summarize the 3 to 5 main things that you did that day. You need to start reviewing what you did each day and organize your thoughts in English. And remember that you need to speak them out loud. If you're shy, then I recommend you record if you don't want to actually film like this. You can record your voice. I mean, speaking them out loud is a very effective way. Even if you have, false grammar mistakes, you don't have a lot of vocabulary, that's okay. You're practicing every single day. The key here is stability. Are you stable? Are you, do you have the time to do this? Yes, the key here is stability. So, it's very easy. You just need 15 minutes each day. Think about 3 main things you did and start describing and explaining them out loud in English. Because I believe that if you already understand English, it's going to be easy for you to try speaking them out loud, right? So yes, after each day, spend around 15 minutes, record yourself or standing in front of the mirror. I recommend you record yourself or make a video of yourself so that even if you have false grammar mistakes, when you listen again, you can know which mistakes that you use incorrectly, and you can just improve that by yourself, right? So yes, because your brain is only functioning in one language. Because I see that when people learn English, they always translate it into their mother tongue. It's not a very effective way to learn English. So try to have an English mind when you are learning English. So remember, a solution. It's very easy, but I just want you guys to take the time to actually do it every single day. So yes, 15 minutes each day. Think about 3 main things you did, describing your emotions, the activities, and make sure to record that. So when you listen and watch it again, you will know which mistakes you made and you can easily improve that by yourself. Alright. Next situation is that you are learning lots and lots of new words and expressions and grammars indirectly through videos and lessons, but you aren't using them in real life situations. So if you watch my videos, I sometimes make videos about phrasal verbs as well. Some new words, some expressions. I rarely made videos about grammar, but I reckon that you guys definitely learn some new words and expressions indirectly or at school, right? But the point here is that you are not using them in real life situations. For example, you learn a phrase. Let me think. Okay, so I just learned the word distort yesterday. And the problem is that I cannot remember the word distort. So distort here is that when a person, they say false information about something. And I cannot remember what that means because I'm not usually use the word distort when I speak and in real life situation. So yes, the problem is that for me too, I go through this problem too, is that I do learn a lot of words from grammar exercises books, but I'm not using them in real life situations. So how can you remember them, right? And how can you even speak them out loud? Okay, you can do them very easily on your grammar book, but you cannot use it when you speak. So you have to learn and use one new word. Try to learn and use one new word every single day. Is that write at least one word that you have learned and figure out a way to apply to it what's going on in your day. For example, I learned the word distort. So I will try to think of something. Okay, my friend, she kind of distorted an information. That means she said wrong information about something. So yes, try to say something that will kind of what's going on in your day Or I recommend that after you learn each word, make an example. Write it down in your head, whatever it is, as long as you make an example out of that word. And finally, use the word in some conversations. Or you can talk to yourself if you want, like in the first way. Yes. So make sure that when you learn something, you have to apply them in real life situation. What's the point of learning some new expressions, new grammars, if you just use it for doing exercises? Because like in the future, are you going to get your exercise books to talk with English people? Or are you going to use them by yourself, right? So make sure that in every single word, in every single expressions you learn, you have to apply them in real life situations by making some example sentences or try to use that word to describe your day. That will challenge you to think more creatively. Okay. Next situation is that you are taking tons of notes in your notebook on your phone or on your computer. The problem is that it just stay right there. So you know that I'm a person who loves taking notes, especially, I usually write some sticky notes to stick on my desk, right? It's not for decoration. It's for learning. And a lot of people I see that they love like a lot of fun colors and stick them all over their desk. The problem with taking notes is that the sticky notes just stay there. It's sad. No one looks at it. That's the problem. Remember that taking beautiful notes, okay, maybe it will help you to remember better. But remember, it's not for decoration. It's for learning. So you need to start reviewing your English notes by reading them out loud. I really recommend you reading them out loud because it's been scientifically proved that when you read something out loud, read English words out loud, it will actually help you to remember how to pronounce it and the meanings better instead of not saying them out loud. And this needs to become a routine because it will help you to remember important words and also use them in real life. So make sure in a week you have to pick, okay, if you're too busy, you cannot review them every single day, then I recommend you to pick a day to review those notes. Then read them out loud 3 times. Like the key here, I just don't want anything too, abstract, too significant. When you write notes, make sure to review them. That's it. Because I see a problem is that when students, they write words in their notebook and they just put it there. Never look back. So let's see. You learn 5 words each day. If you don't review them, then it's going to be 0 words by the end of the week. Because we are not genius, okay? We're not genius. So if, for example, for me, I'm not a genius, I learn the word distort. But if I don't review it, I can never remember what the word distort means in my entire life. It's in the past, I learned the word alternative. Yes, alternative, like renewable energy. And I never review the word. I never use them in English, in real life situation. So forever, I keep forgetting what it means. I keep forgetting how to spell this word, right? So yeah, just make sure that you're actually learning it the effective way and don't just let it rest, okay? And another situation is that you are just watching videos or reading English book articles while relaxing and not doing anything else. So when you, because I said a lot of times, is that when you are actually watching English videos, you're reading articles, you're reading English books, or you listen to my videos. The problem here is that you are only using your ear, your ear and your eyes. You're not using your mouth, right? Using your mouth is very important because what's the point of learning English when you're not speaking English? That's the question. Why do teachers nowadays teach students when student cannot practice speaking English, right? The problem is that when you're watching English videos, or watching my videos, reading books, or reading articles, you're just using your ears and your eyes. Where's your mouth, girl? Where's your mouth, right? So, reading out loud and shadowing. It's a very old tip that probably you guys already know, but I must say again, it's very effective. So you need to start reading the words out loud or shadowing what you hear as you watch various videos. For example, you're watching my videos. I usually try to speak as slow as possible, and I put some, the captions, so that people can, shadowing through what I say. So I recommend you guys shadowing in every single video. It's a very effective way, and it helps you to remember grammar and vocabulary better. So, number 1, select an audio or a video and decide on a specific time interval, like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or 15 seconds. And stop the video based on the interval and repeat what you hear. Okay, so remember that when you learn English, make sure to use all of your body parts, including your ears, your eyes, and your mouth. Don't just use your ears and eyes. You need to speak them out loud too. For example, when you're learning grammar, you also need to speak them out loud whenever you're learning grammar as well. So I think that those are all the main things I shared to you today, and I hope it's meaningful to you for you to watch. So what do you think? If you want like more videos like this, make sure to comment down below, or just comment what types of videos or what types of content you want to see next. I'm always happy and eager to make videos with you. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. And if you struggle with this, I hope that you find this video useful and practice all the solutions that I shared to you today. So bye. See you next time.